On track right now as our qualifying continues at Dover International Speedway is Josh Wise. He's already put in lap number 1 as he is the first of our go or go home group. And he has got himself a pretty good time right there at 23.67 seconds.
He picked it up from his practice times from yesterday.
And we've got another visitor into our infield pit studio. That's what we love about being in this
I'm going on the fact that at Bristol we qualified 30th. And we won the race, so concrete track, kind of similar. So hopefully we can pull this one out as well.
Kevin LePage on track right now, as you can see, lap tracker, comparing him to pole sitter Kyle Busch, our second of the go and go home group.
Set your car yesterday. You threw the kitchen sink at it today. What was it doing or not doing to your liking?
Well, the biggest thing was getting down into the corners. You drop off in the corners so hard here that our car was actually very violently rough. And that was something that was shooting us up the racetrack. And, in the middle of the corner, I was 3 or 4 lanes off the bottom and just never could get back down to the bottom. So really worked hard on getting the car to have a little more front-end grip, but have some ride quality as well. And feel like that, that's going to put us in good shape for the race.
We've seen quite a few cars actually struggle getting into turn 3 more than turn 1. I mean, it seems like a lot of cars are getting in that corner and getting out of shape a little bit.
Yeah, the turn 1's not so bad, but turn 3, for whatever reason.
On track now, David Gilliland in the 91. And we can tell you, Kevin LePage looks very solid. He's 18th overall. Here's our third of the go or go homers. And now Lap Tracker is comparing his time to that of Kevin LePage's.
Yeah, and Kevin LePage put down a pretty good lap, so looks like Gilliland's not going to have any trouble getting in this field.
In fact, look out, up to the number 7 spot. He can shut it down and bring it on home.
Yeah, he was pretty fast yesterday with their time and just ran a few laps, so don't know how much they plan on running today, but they definitely have this car in the show.
Well, we're switching to compare him to Kyle Busch. Look out! Oh, and he bangs the wall on lap number 2, and we talked about the fact he could have just parked it.
Man. Yeah, as crew chief, somebody should have been telling him that first lap was plenty good enough.
I think the biggest thing is you go out there.
Good, blew right front.
You go out there and you try to push it because you always want to sit on the pole, and that second lap, it's always going to be faster on the second lap. So
yep.
I'm sure that's what he was thinking.
But this car's expected to be a Start&Park anyway. So, I mean, why would you go out and take the risk?
Yeah, for sure. We're going to see here that right front tire went down.
Yeah, that thing took off dead right here. Yep.
Ouch. So it is a tough break right now for David Gilliland as he was solidly in the field until that moment right there. Stay with us. A starting position. Dennis Setzer now out on track. There you see Dennis's numbers. As we continue to watch his run, let's check in with Jamie Little.
Well, Colin Brown is back in the number 16, and it was your teammate Matt Kenseth who took over the reins the last couple of races. What did you take away from that whole experience being on the outside looking in?
Well, it was good to get a chance to watch Matt do what he does. Being a Cup champion, he was nice enough to help me out a lot, and I felt like I learned a lot just being able to watch what he does, go up to the spotter stand, see how he races. I think one of the biggest things was just the way he passes people. He just goes and passes them. He doesn't mess around, waiting a whole lap to try and get by him clean. He just goes out
somebody else's is taking us out of contention, and we've lost some points that we shouldn't have, and that's very frustrating.
Right now, 5th in nationwide series points as we look at Johnny Chapman as he is out qualifying and comes across the stripe. And right now, that does not put him in the green. He is second slowest on that of the go or go home list. 23.79.
One and done.
Half of the motor.
Uh-oh. And you heard him say something about the motor. So they could be a question mark right now as they are vulnerable. And coming up next, assume when you're talking 500 stars, you got to be 50 or more. Kevin Hamlin on course now. Now remember, Johnny Chapman, Danny O'Quinn, the 2 slowest. And right now, Hamlin tracking below the line compared to Chapman, and not good enough. He has got to pick it up here on lap number 2.
Good thing about this racetrack and qualifying here, as a driver, you can go try to get a little bit more. I mean, you're taking a risk there, Justin, but you can try to get a little bit more of getting down in the corner a little harder and picking the throttle up a little sooner.
I think that's the one thing. You push it hard. Obviously yesterday in practice you didn't push it near as hard as you're going to today in qualifying, but it's interesting to see. You almost got the wall there coming off of 2, and it's so hard because you push it that little bit, and it always seems like the car's there, and then the walls kind of come up and jump out at you here.
Well, Kevin is not guaranteed to be in right now. He has assured Johnny Chapman a spot. So Hamlin and O'Quinn currently the 2 outside looking in.
That's great.
Kenny Wall is a true racer and a true racing fan. He loves it when everybody else is having success as well. Chase Miller compared to Kevin Hamlin, and yes, he has got himself in the green. So it is still Hamlin and O'Quinn outside.
Okay, somebody needs to be telling him, back off, you're in the race. Our team car's already hit the wall.
This will be the 3rd start for Chase Miller.
A little bit loose right there.
He had a career best start of 2nd at Kentucky back in
Bring it to us.
June of 2007. And Chase is in the number 30 spot right now. Let's talk to happy Jason Keller Vince and Morgan Shepherd. And as the old wily veteran pulls out to see if he can qualify, let's take you back to 1986. That's right, Morgan Shepherd is going to win here at the Monster Mile.
Yeah, that Tommy Houston chasing him right there, and that wasn't smoke coming from the engine. That was tire smoke. That's what used to happen. They'd put a sealer down here, and the tires would literally smoke.
Check these cars out, too.
Oh, that was
look at
great.
that. Oh,
that was
great.
good.
And there's Morgan. Hasn't changed a bit in all those years.
Danny O'Quinn now has been bumped from the field, and so it's basically up to Morgan to try to knock out Brian Keselowski. Looks like he's on track to do it.
He is compared to Brian's time. And
yes.
Morgan is safely in. And that means that Brian Keselowski has now been bumped from the field as well. So it's going to be Danny O'Quinn and Brian Keselowski going home, and Morgan staying out for lap number 2.
I'm not sure he has anybody to stand up on the top there to tell him he's good, but Morgan, the veteran he is, he's not going to take any chances here.
And as he comes across the line, it was about 9/1,000th of a second slower on the 2nd lap. So 2 consistent laps puts him in the 34th position. So the field is now set, and Kyle Busch, his 20th Nationwide Series pole,